Yo, what up, world? What up, Fight Fam? It's your boy Mac with Stay Ready Boxing TV coming at you with some news you can use and another boxing conversations. And you know I got the usual suspects with me. Young 503 Line, the other half of the Houston Hard Hitters. My little bro, Act, Reacher, Fool of Sports, the OG, Sergeant, Box, Odd Fella, and one of them ones, my UK brethren. What's one, my brother? What's good, fellas?
What's good, Mac? What's good?
What he do?
Man, you know me, I'm posted like a crackhead at the hood store.
Already.
You know, just trying to shake the pot and pull a dollar out. You know what I'm talking about?
That's what's up. Hey, and before we start, let me say, Jay Prince is the realest. All right, you can proceed.
Right. Right on. Man, salute to you fellas. Man, 503, start us off, man. What's that you heard? What's that you heard on this Keith Thurman situation, man?
Yeah, man. Salute to the new media, man. Black media's role. You know what I'm saying? They putting in work. Salute to Fred Barbershop from Barbershop Conversations and my boy Blue Blood Sports TV. You know what I'm saying? Today we had Keith Thurman doing his press run, you know what I'm saying, in New York for the fight this weekend. He basically let the cat out of the bag, which he was already talking about it yesterday. Salute to my boy Roughhouse and Act for saying this. Basically, he came out today and said that, Earl's still going to have to wait. When they fight is going to be for 3 belts instead of 2 belts. And basically, he's still a man. You know what I'm saying? He still got it. You know, he say, according to him, he say his light is still shining bright despite him being out for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And we basically gonna have to wait for him and Earl, man. You know, and he go ahead and said it early, bro. Go get it out the way so people won't be asking him about Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? He's still referring to Earl Spence as that boy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's basically the same shit, bro, but a different day. We're gonna have to wait for him and Earl Spence to fight.
In a minute. It ain't no guarantee him and Earl gonna fight. When I was saying yesterday, I was basically talking about just the money. Damn, DLTV burnt out. I said it was just the money. But if Sean Porter come out here and beat him up, he ain't gonna fight Earl. Hold on. Hey, take over real quick.
Hey, I want to ask y'all a question real quick, man, in regards to that, man. And first, I'm gonna give my opinion. I think the worst thing that might possibly happen will be for Keith Thurman to get Sean Porter's belt. And the reason I say that is the welterweight division could end up mirroring what the heavyweight division is looking like right now. We got one dude sitting on belts, and
Indeed.
you know what I'm saying, but not wanting to face the other top tier competition, you know, to submit their legacy and they validity, they claim is the baddest dude on the block, whatever the case may be, man. We have a nigga sitting on belts like a chicken be sitting on eggs or whatever.
Most definitely, Roughhouse. I mean, that's definitely Thurman and AJ are definitely comparable. You know, dig. But we also know that the bullshit ass WBC is mandating. I guess they're making this fight between Mike Garcia and Errol Spence for the diamond belt. And we all know, you know what I mean, if you have the diamond belt, that will put him in Errol Spence in better position. Or WBC might mandate the winner out of Sean Porter and Keith Thurman.
I mean,
yeah, but that diamond belt don't mandate you as a mandatory though, bro. It's just a diamond belt.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But it's more likely that WBC will mandate it because they'll see it's a big fight, and when it's a big fight, you know the dollar signs go up in their eyes.
Okay. So what I
Man, I
missed?
think we're being a
My
little.
bad.
Yeah, we were just talking about Furman. I think we're being a little too hard on your boy, man. I mean, you know, he's been off for what 2-3 years or however long he's been off, and you know, let's just see what he looks like when he comes back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just
He
as
been hard on
disappointed, and
himself. He
yeah,
been
I
hard
mean,
on himself.
I don't disagree, and I'm not gonna dispute anything. You know, your feelings towards Furman. In fact, I agree wholeheartedly. But you know, when it comes to the sport of boxing, he's got a fight coming up this Saturday, and let's see what he looks like. You know, let's see if he still looks like the so-called one-time Furman, or whether he's gonna. I mean, because look, Kell Brook, he came back, he didn't look too nice. Ahmed Khan didn't look too nice. You know, anything can happen in boxing. Has he been training? Has he been eating right? You know, what's he gonna look like? So, in terms of him fighting Spence or Crawford or whoever it is in the welterweight division, all of that's null and void until we see what he looks like first.
That's fine.
Yeah, all right, BMTB.
Hey, yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I hear you closing car doors and everything over there.
Man, I'm sitting here like turning shit off, turning shit on. Like, what the fuck? Why is this shit acting weird? I figured out why it's acting weird. This shit was got connected to my damn
Blue.
headphones off this bitch.
Sound about right. I finish
Yeah.
up one and one. Oh,
Yeah, so
real
I
quick.
mean, if Furman, I mean, we can't say this through, yeah, with regards to his next fight, but if Furman comes in and he looks nice, you know, how are you all gonna feel about that? I mean, like, are we gonna? Because you know, I don't even think he should be talking about Spence or anything like that until we can see what he's about, you know, in this fight. Because if he looks trash against this cab driver, then you know there's no point talking about Spence.
Hey, and keep in mind,
Or
I think 503 said it right, man. That Keith Thurman went ahead and put that out there first. That was a preemptive strike because he knew all the Errol Spence Jr. questions was coming. So he went ahead and he nipped that in the bud at the very beginning. So, you know, it wouldn't be, well, what about Errol? What about Errol? What about Spence? You know what I'm saying? He nipped all that in the bud right off, you know what I'm saying, right off the jump, and let people know, hey, it's still a waiting game.
I wouldn't consider it a nipping. I don't think he nipped it in the bud. I think what he did was he highlighted his ducking. You know what I'm saying? Had he just not said nothing about it, people could just, like, say some shit. But the fact that he's talking about, oh, well, I ain't fighting him. Yeah, he's hungrier than me. And all this other weird-ass shit. And when you mention Spence, all of a sudden, this motherfucker, my back, my leg, my hip, my neck, my throat, you know what I'm saying? You got all kind of motherfucking injuries when you mention Spence. All that does is make this dude like a fucking coward, man. Like, that's all it does. And to my man, one of them ones who says, he said, how would we think if he looks good coming back? I'm gonna think the exact same thing. Listen, the same thing I thought before. Best fight the best. I consider Thurman one of the best. You know, I do not consider this fucking Uber driver, this fucking gas attendant, I don't consider him one of the best. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to hear any of that bullshit he's talking about. Oh, well, you know, when I get myself back together, and everybody's talking about, oh, well, you know, got to get some tune-ups. He's been out, man, fuck all that. Deontay Wilder tore his shit. Did he get tune-ups? Motherfucking Floyd Mayweather tore his shit. He came right back and gave Castillo a rematch on with the motherfucker that he injured his shit on. You know, Lomachenko got injured. He came back. He's fighting motherfuckers. Like, nah, bro. I don't give you none of this shit because I don't give it to nobody else. You fighting who you want to fight because that's who you want to fight. Plain and simple. It don't got nothing to do with anything else. Talk about tune-up. Boy, you've been talking about fighting Josecito for the past 2 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? This name didn't just show up. He been talking about fighting Josecito or whatever the fuck his name is. He been talking about fighting this dude. This ain't no new shit. He didn't just show up at the clear blue like, damn, you know what? Well, let me fight this motherfucking tomato picker right quick. Let me fight this dude. Nah, this motherfucker been talking about it. He been talking about that shit. I don't give him no pass. No pass. If he comes back and looks good, that's what the fuck he's supposed to do. He's not fighting this dude that look like shit. You know what I'm saying? He picked this dude for a reason.
Church.
He didn't pick him so that the guy can come in here and give him good competition. No, he picked him so he can knock him the fuck out. So he can say, yeah, the real Keith Thurman is back. And I got 1 or 2 more fights in me after this before I even think about fighting Errol Spence. But I'm going to go ahead and fight Danny Garcia, and I'm going to go ahead and fight Sean Porter to get my belt back. Bitch, shut your bitch ass up. We know exactly what you are doing.
Nah,
We know
for real,
exactly what you are
man.
doing.
Hey,
For real.
BFTB, he
For
can,
real.
Furman can run, but he can't hide.
Yeah,
I don't
obviously
know.
can.
Yeah.
When you got that super belt, you can. So that ain't
meaning regardless of what he does in this cab driver, regardless of what he does with this cab driver, if he's truly coming back to boxing, there's no way he's going to finish his career without fighting at least one of the top, the top.
yeah, he
four.
considered Sean Porter the cream of the crop. So
But
once he
I was
fights
about to
Sean
say-
Porter, that's good enough for him. That's good
Listen.
enough for him. Then he injures a ligament or a bone or something. Then we don't hear from him again.
Hey,
Exactly.
check this
then
out.
you look at it. Go ahead, Ruff.
Now I was gonna say, man, I agree with BFTB on this one, bro. I believe he can hide, he can run, and I'm gonna tell you how he can run. This is a scenario. He fights Josecito Lopez, then he fights one more tomato can, then he fights Sean Porter, beats him, gets his belt, then he fights Manny Pacquiao, then he fights Adrian Broner, then he retires.
Done.
Game over.
Yup.
Done.
And never had to see Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford for that matter.
And here's the thing. This is what I was saying, right? This is what I was going to say when my man 101 said that. I'm like, he can. So this is how he can hide, bro. He's already hiding. He's got people saying, "Oh, Keith Thurman's resume is better than everybody else in the division." He's already got these haters already saying this about his resume right now. You know what I'm saying? So if he don't never fight Errol Spence, they will still say, "Oh, well, his resume is better than Errol Spence, and he woulda, coulda, shoulda did this to Errol Spence." You know what I'm saying? And blah 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 blah. But he's don't listen. This man is not forced to fight because the WBA super belt don't got no mandatory. So he ain't forced to fight. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to fight nobody. He can fight whoever he wants to fight, and it don't got to be. It does damn sure don't got to be Errol Spence. He's already talking about Terrence Bud Crawford has to impress him. I keep saying, listen, I keep coming at people, all these same people talking about Terrence Crawford's resume is trash and Terrence Crawford this and that. I'm like, well, fucking fight him then. Well, fight him then. This dude, Terrence Crawford, was calling out Keith Thurman when he was at 140. Danny Garcia never mentioned Terrence Crawford's name at Sean Thurman's name at 140. Never. He never said anything about Sean Porter. Nothing. He asked was like, "I'll fight anybody." I'll fight anybody. What he said. Never specifically called out Keith Thurman by name multiple times. He was at 140 before he even came undisputed. He was talking about moving up. He said he wants to fight the best. He wants to fight Keith Thurman at 140. When he unified, he fought again. This motherfucker said he has a
you bring it up.
Yeah, you doing the Matrix, bro.
Oh, okay. You hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Bro, listen, man. All I'm saying is he can dunk. He can hide. He's got enough fans right now supporting him and backing him. Haters, you know what I'm saying, that will say whatever the fuck they need to say to hate on somebody else.
And there is pressure. And to add on what BFTB was saying, there is pressure on him. There is pressure because at the same token, he has to knock out Josecito Lopez. You know why? Because his Florida brother, Andre Berto, did it. So he has to do it. Somebody he grew up in the amateurs with. You know, so he definitely has to do that to impress me. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree.
503. What is your? I ain't heard from 503. He gave us.
Hey, come back to me right quick, bro. I'm gonna jump back in. I'm at the store right quick with my kids.
All right, bro.
Yeah, it's totally disgusting, all of this, and I'm just thinking, not to steer too far off the subject, but I was just thinking, what can boxing do? I mean, the industry, the sanctioning bodies, what can the governing bodies and other influences do to
I
get
already
these
told
guys
you
to fight?
I already told you what they can do, and what's probably going to end up happening. And it's crazy, but if they allow these sanctioning fees to go on with this Earl Spence Mikey Garcia fight, and Earl Spence beat the hell out of Mikey and get that diamond belt, which he gonna beat the hell out of Mikey. They can do what they did with Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. And ain't no running for Keith. Ain't none. Ain't no running for Keith. He ain't got nowhere to go. What, you gonna drop the belt?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can only hope that the best fight the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see an avenue where Keith Thurman gets out in this one, man. I can see it. Like for real, for real. He can get an out in this one. And it's fairly simple, man. All he's got to do is fight Terrence Crawford. That's all he's got to do. If he fights Terrence Crawford and he beats Terrence Crawford, there's his out right there. He don't ever have to fight Errol Spence after that. That's his out. He's out. He could just say, well, I fought the guy that you said, you know what I'm saying, you're going to do this and you're going to hold off and strategically do this and that and that. Well, I fought him. Who did you fight? You fought this. You fought Mikey Garcia, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? He could. There's an out for him. It's a limited out because I don't think he beats Terrence Crawford, but it's still an out for him.
I think at the end of the day, these sanctioning bodies will protect their champions until they see a bag. Get a dig?
Now I agree with that.
I agree with that, and I was gonna say, if he was to fight and beat Terrence Crawford, there goes that bag right there. Now the sanctioning bodies, now the networks are like, hey, hold up, man. Hey, we can make some scratch off this one, man. Hey, you might need to fight that dude, and they might start, nudging him in the back towards Errol Spence. So I think he would have an easier out if he didn't fight Terrence Crawford. And I
think just the opposite on that one, though. I think just the opposite because he won't. He listen. If he's not fighting him now with one belt, right? Then he can say, "Oh, I got mandatories. I gotta do my WBO mandatories. I gotta do this and do that." You know what I'm saying? If he's not fighting him now with a WBA and the WBA, he don't even got no motherfucking mandatories. If he's not fighting him now with that, then he can damn sure use it for that. He could then listen. If you got all of these weird ass people right now talking about resume. If he fights Bud Crawford and puts Bud on his resume, bruh, he can duck anybody at that point. Because all they're gonna do is say, "Oh, well, he beat Terrence Crawford. Who did you beat? He beat Terrence Crawford." Like, bro, like, and I keep trying to tell people about this fucking stupid ass resume shit, but that's exactly what they'll go to. He beat Terrence Crawford.
Wait, BFTB, you saying if Keith beats Bud?
Yes, if he beats Bud, he will never have to fight Errol Spence.
Well, you ain't got to worry about that because
I
got
ain't
Bud
worried
in
about
that
that
fight. I got a 500. Anybody.
I got a stack.
Even if shoot, you know what? I'll match you on that. Whoever want to match me at BFTB, you get 2 racks.
I got a stack on that. That's
I know he ain't beating Bud. I don't care. Even if he was the Keith Thurman from yesteryear, he still wouldn't beat Bud.
Yep,
he still wouldn't beat Bud.
You know what? I'm getting just about sick and tired of people disrespecting Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean?
Too.
And his resume and so forth. And seeing as I'm up in Rikers Island right now, I've got an Arms House video coming and I'm going to debunk all of that shit. I'm going to take my time with it.
Facts.
Hey, you and BFTB, when y'all do videos because y'all break it down to the smallest detail, and I enjoy it. Even though BFTBs be hours long, you gonna get every piece of information. He not gonna leave one thing out. I'm gonna let you know that. I ain't gonna be no coming back and talking about this and that. He breaking it down piece by piece. And you know what?
Oh, it's coming.
About it, I be seeing the comments. It's still stupid idiots that try to say what this and that. I'm like, you ain't paying no attention to the video.
Yeah,
this ain't no biased
my
video.
one's coming. My one's coming. I'll tell you that now, man. I've got time. You understand? So yeah, that Terence Crawford thing is gonna come, and yeah, you can all see, because I would, you know what, I ain't even gonna go speak too much on it, man. You'll see.
Hey, BFTB.
Yes, sir.
Hey, check this out, man. Do you take requests?
Yep.
All right, check it out, man. And I'm just gonna say this real quick, and then we go back to whatever saying Mac got for us, man. But it ran across my recommended list, that Bruce fucking Vane video where he was talking about Lou DiBella exposes Deontay Wilder and the LDBC. Hey, please get that nigga, man. Please get that nigga.
Listen, I already challenged the dude, man. They don't want that work.
Now, put a video out, man. Please get that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I just wondered if you took requests. I'll super chat you for it. I'll super chat you for it. I'm good for it, bro. I got you.
No need.
BFTB, I heard you mention our friend today, Sunken Place. Thought that was real fun. You had me cracking up with that.
I bodied his ass yesterday, dog.
On his channel?
Oh, on my channel.
Oh, he came on.
Yeah, so what he did was he changed his name to something else. He changed his name to something else and wanted a link. You know what I'm saying? So I linked him up and then destroyed his bitch ass.
He told you who he was.
Yeah. After so he changed his name, but then he told me who he was after he changed his name.
Oh damn.
So basically, he didn't want nobody to know it was him getting
Facts.
He knew the outcome ahead of time, so he still took his chance. So he made a new page, a new name, so he can send him a link, so he can come on and talk. So couldn't nobody go to his page and roast him.
I crushed his ass, dog. I went all the way in on that dude, all the way in. No respect, no mercy.
These niggas ain't shit these days.
He a hoe, man. This nigga's a straight up hoe. Like, why would you do that, dog? If I'm disrespecting you, he knows I'm disrespecting him. I'm saying you live in your mother's basement. I'm saying that on Mac shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it on Fanon shit. You live in your mother's basement. There's dirty drawers in the background of your picture. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But then you are gonna change your name. You're gonna change your name just so you can get on my live so that I can debate you. That's some whole ass shit, dog. Yo, if someone came to me like that, dog, you don't gotta worry about talking to me. I will never talk to you.
You know what? I like what Alex Santos just said. His name ain't Sunken Place. His name is Low IQ. I like that. That's what you call him. Low IQ. Cool.
He a clown, dog. He a clown, but he can get this work though. I don't got no problem giving to him. No problem at all. None at all. They can all get it. But this video is, you know what, man? I appreciate that shit, Ruff. I definitely appreciate that. Because you know what? These motherfuckers take their time to do videos against the LDBC. But nobody actually takes their time to do a video against them.
Real talk.
Say no more.
Yeah. I just got up on this uploading video thing, so
puppies on the freeway. Yeah, it's going down. Puppies on the freeway.
Say no more. I got this one. Yeah, I'm a fucking roast this bitch, nigga.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm gonna enjoy every bit of it. So I'm gonna wait on that. I guess this weekend Anthony Joshua gonna be disclosing who he's fighting on the 13th of April. I guess somebody gonna fight him. Don't know who it is. Somebody gonna fight him. But I found interesting that Jose Linares is moving back to lightweight. What is y'all take on that right now?
I mean, after you got a Mexican beatdown, I mean, you don't really have no smoke at 140, man. You know that dude. You got really though, bro. That was the ass whooping of the night, man. I mean, who the fuck was that guy? We don't know him.
I know.
You got beat down, brother. In the first round.
He got beat down in 135 too.
But I ain't never seen him lose like that, bro.
Yeah. I'm with 503 with that. I'm with 503 with that.
That was a different type of ass whooping right there, brother.
You literally got Saddam Dali.
He got knocked down with a jab.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm still gonna say that even though he led in himself, he kind of launched in and old dude threw a jab that hit him dead on the button in the nose and dropped him.
You know, Mac,
And it was a short jab.
we still ain't talk about how we felt about Demetrius Andre getting ordered to fight Billy Ho.
Why
You
are
know,
we even gonna talk about Demetrius Andre or
I
Billy
mean,
Ho?
it's still a good fight. It's a good fight.
Hey,
Demetrius Andre gonna win that fight.
don't let Lala D hear you say that.
You ain't
What?
lying.
Hey, man.
You ain't lying.
Hey,
That's my
Oh,
boy
hey.
right there, man.
If we going on Andrade, man, if we going that route, listen, I'm gonna say one thing about this dude, and I'm gonna leave it alone. They better fight him now. That's all I'm gonna say. They better fight him now. There's gonna be some rude awakenings if they let this man get back into the swing of things. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I agree.
I
And I
gotta
don't like
slightly
that. I
disagree.
don't like
He didn't
that.
really he didn't really impress me like that, guys. I'm sorry.
I
man.
never said he did. I never said he did. All I said is they better fight him now. That's
I like
what
I like what I saw. Granted, the level of opposition and competition wasn't the highest, but I did like what I saw.
Listen,
If he could
man.
do that to Billy Joe, I'll give him credit. If he
I
could
think
do
he
that to
does.
Billy Joe, son,
I do. I think he does.
Yeah,
Bro.
I just want someone to take that strap off of Billy Ho, man. He's been holding that strap hostage for about 5 years now. You know what I mean? And how many fights?
I thought he gave that strap up so they wouldn't investigate the PED thing.
So it's
yeah.
vacated. It's vacated, but I mean they vacated, and Andrade won the vacated title against the Kunta Kinte. But it's still people still look at that as fucking Billy Joe Saunders' title, man. For real, people still look at that, and it's sort of like the Spinks shit. Tyson was the man, but he had to beat Spinks to be the man. You know what I'm saying? So it's sort of like that, type of shit.
Yeah,
with that,
it's legitimizing the belt now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fact. So him fighting Billy Ho is actually a good thing, man. But all I'm saying is, listen, I don't like Andrade. I really don't like the dude, man. It's something about that dude. I just don't like the dude now, and I don't know him to disrespect him as a person, but I don't like the dude. You know what I mean? But listen, man, I'm a boxing fan first, and I'm telling you guys right now, if they don't get this man before he gets back into the swing of things, it's going to be a problem. He's going to be some upset somewhere because he ain't no bum.
He not. And Demetrius Andrade is a beast. I'm not gonna say he's not. And then he training. He just got to start fighting upper level talents.
Well, that's not going to happen.
And fighting them consistently.
Well, like BFTB said, it's not going to happen. But if he keep fighting these low level fighters, he's not going to get any better.
But he don't really need to get that much better, to be all honest. He just need to tighten his shit up. And so all he's doing right now is a bunch of glorified sparring sessions, fighting fucking Kunta Kinte, and then right after fighting Kunta, this motherfucker fought one of the pilgrims off the fucking the Nina Pinta de Santa Maria out this bitch. I didn't know who the fuck that dude was. I'm like, yeah.
Man, I hope
sitting here looking like
not in the chat, man.
Listen, no, Lala know how I feel about this dude. She know how I feel about him. Like, I don't have no beef with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no beef with him like that. But listen, man. Listen. Him ducking the Charlos sort of rubbed me the wrong way. That rubbed me the wrong. Matter of fact, ducking in general rubs me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And for him to now become and you know what it is? You know what it is? I figured it out. I just had an epiphany right now. It was the fact that this nigga ducked the Charlos himself, but then came out talking about, oh, well, when you gonna fight me? Like, bitch, nigga, we were supposed to fight. You pulled out. The fuck you talking about, man? And the crazy thing was, the crazy thing was, these other fucking weirdos and Charlo haters was like, yeah, you're ducking Andrade. Like, what? What fucking world are you living? That's what made me dislike that nigga.
Hold on. Let me say this because I feel the same way. Because my thing with Demetrius Andrade is he did pull out of that Charlo fight. He ducked Charlo. There's no way around it. He officially ducked Charlo pulling out of that fight. You can't say he didn't. You can't say it's no way around it. But then when you go to the press conference and call the little brother out, the big brother said he'll fight you. Come on, you move to 160 and then call the little brother out. Call the smaller brother out. The big brother said, "I'll fight you." You say, "I don't want you. I want you. I want you to look up."
Exactly. Thank you, Mac.
That does not make sense to me, and that really irritated me. And
I think
I'm like, huh?
I was gonna say I think that was I think that was Eddie Hearn induced, trying to get that one fight deal out of Charlo over on the zone.
Hey, La D.
Salute, Kurt Anderson.
Hold on, La D said he didn't pull out as a duck though. He ran with Rock Nation, and they told him to pull
Is she in the
out.
conversation?
And that
No,
wasn't a
no,
duck,
no,
it was
no,
business.
no,
Hold on,
no,
hold
no,
on,
no.
hold on. Settle down, young grasshopper. Settle down.
Why y'all think I'm the crazy one?
No,
BFTV on here.
no, I know, but you were ready. You were ready, man. It was.
That nigga had the drink already.
I'm
He had it ready.
Ack is my little shooter right there. I'm telling y'all, that's my little shooter, man. But but now you got to look at it like this because Rock Nation didn't do nothing for him, not nothing. He lost more. He lost more money messing with Rock Nation than anything else. These people said it. You saying it's business, but was it good business? All in all, at the end of the day, it was duck. Whether it was a business duck or a fight duck. But then you move up and you call them out again. Why would you move up and call out somebody that's not even in your weight class? Go back down to that weight class and fight him. He's the champion at 154. He's not gonna move up to fight you. His brother there, and his brother's calling you out, and you don't want to fight his brother because you calling out the smaller Charlo. That's a duck to me. You ducking both of them.
Hey, I tell you one thing, and then if you don't mind, man, I'd like to hear from Curtis. But I applaud this fight, man. I applaud this fight. I'm obviously rooting for Boo Boo because I just don't like City Hall, man. I just don't like him at all, and I think he can get the W against City Hall. You know what I mean? Now that he hasn't got his nasal spray, you know what I mean? He hasn't got his kryptonite. His kryptonite. He hasn't got that little potion that he's been taking. And his last fight, he was fighting at 179. I want Andrade to put.
Hey, y'all. Okay.
I want him to put it to sleep.
We're gonna get back to Andrade.
That's what I'm rooting for, man.
Lawrence asked a question. That's an interesting question, though. I know my answer, but I want to ask the whole panel this, and I'm gonna start with Kurt because he just came in the door. If Thurman unifies with Porter, next will Spence have pressure to unify with Bud? And if they win their upcoming fights, would it make sense to me instead of Spence fighting Manny Pacquiao? What do y'all say?
Nothing but good news, man. I want to see that division.
Go ahead, Kurt. Let Kurt go first.
Yeah.
Well, there's a plan with Spence and Manny Pacquiao. See, Manny Pacquiao, they using him as a springboard to Spence a pay-per-view star. So they said, and see with the success of Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Bruner, see Bruner sold that fight. And with Pacquiao, they glad he won because now they're going to try to make Errol Spence, if provide he get past Mikey Garcia, Spence and Pacquiao are going to fight because the main objective is turn Spence into a pay-per-view star. That's Al Heyman's plan. Everything else is second. Thurman and Porter, they're going to fight. They're definitely going to fight again. I got a feeling Porter may beat him this time. But their main objective with the welterweights is Errol Spence become a superstar by going through pay-per-view. And then that will force Bob Arum and Terrence Crawford to fight Spence because the money will be there in abundance and it will be a bigger fight, but promoters or advisors or managers, they always want that one guy to become a pay-per-view star because, the bag will be there. So the more Spence becomes a star, the better chance we'll see Crawford or Spence. I hate to say it. Now, if Mayweather get jealous, he can upset the whole apple cart by coming out of retirement and fighting Manny, even though he said no rematch, and I want Floyd to stay retired. But that's the plan. Spence, Pacquiao, pay-per-view to make Spence a star.
damn shame what they did to that dog. For real. You know, if that fight happens, man, Manny Pacquiao he's not gonna have to worry about retiring. He's gonna get retired. He's going to get savagely retired. Listen, and that, you know what? I was thinking about that shit while you was spitting them facts, man. I was thinking about this shit. Like, that's fucked up what they're doing to Manny Pacquiao.
And I want you guys to think about this shit. Hear me out.
Manny Pacquiao is a sacrificial lamb in this case. He is a sacrificial lamb. They are going to set this boy up. He's going to fight Errol Spence. And Errol Spence is going to hurt him. I mean, like Mikey Gar. Man, I don't think Manny Pacquiao is going to fight Errol Spence. I don't think he's going to do it. I really don't. After this Mikey Garcia fight, I don't see him fighting, man. I do not see Manny Pacquiao fighting Errol Spence. I don't see it, dog. I see this dude getting bludgeoned. I see, man. I'm just sitting here like, bro, you think you're gonna fucking just walk down Errol Spence? You're gonna let your doing all this? You realize letting your hand go, all this, all this bullshit he's talking about. You do realize that sets you up for a counter, right? Against a far bigger guy, way bigger guy. You do realize this dude is a savage, a beater. He's gonna beat on you. He's gonna pummel on you. And you are, and everybody's always going in and talk about how Manny Pacquiao is such a little guy. He's a little guy. Manny Pacquiao is a little dude. He's this little person. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. You do realize Errol Spence they call Errol Spence a weight bully. Bro, Manny Pacquiao is going to get destroyed if they set this fight. He will never be the same. I don't think Mikey Garcia is going to be the same. Manny Pacquiao will definitely never be the same. That's fucked up. You're going to put Manny Pacquiao against Errol Spence in one of his last fights of his career? Bro, he should be fighting Chris Algieri or somebody like that.
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. Manny Pacquiao did it to himself. And hear me when I say that. Manny Pacquiao been running around his whole career fighting the same people over and over and over. Getting the Julio Cesar Chavez treatment by getting wins that he really didn't win. Because some of those fights he didn't win. And then you decide Bob Arum messed you over. You finally realize he messed you over your whole career. And you go to Al Heyman. And Al Heyman gonna put you in position to make money, but he also gonna put you in a position to pass the torch on to the next superstar boxer.
And get ruined for life.
He might get ruined, but one thing that people got to know is when you're a champion like that, you got to give a chance to pass that torch to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right.
And this is gonna be him passing the torch. And who would you rather see get that torch?
He better pass it to Bud. At least he might not die in the ring. Yo, y'all think I'm being dead ass serious, man. Y'all being dead ass serious, man. I think Errol Spence might kill this dude in the ring, man. I think he might put this dude. Yo, Manny Pacquiao, listen. Manny Pacquiao got flatlined by fucking JMN with the straight right. He got flatlined with the same shit, bro. JMM is the same size as Manny Pacquiao, around the same size. Manny Pacquiao may have weighed more than him on one or two of those fights. Errol Spence is way bigger than this dude, bro. That's like a little nigga fighting Debo. Like, nah, man.
That's why I believe. That's why I believe they'll use Keith Thurman to use Pacquiao against Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? To build up his status. Keith Thurman Keith Thurman talking like he already got that 2020 plan, like you got Barry Hearn in his head or something like that.
Hey, check this out. Keith Thurman's not gonna get Pacquiao. Pacquiao himself don't want to Keith Thurman fight. Pacquiao said he wants the winner of Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia. And if you think Al Heyman not gonna make that fight, I guarantee you Al Heyman is gonna make
But you gotta remember who's the WBA world champion right now. And who's the WBA super?
Who's the IBF? hold on. Who's the IBF holds more weight than the WBA? Period. It holds more weight. They
In
can
the
they can
WBA
call
regular.
it fight. Yeah, they can call that fight, but the
Like
IBF
like I
holds more
said,
weight.
Hey,
if the bag looks like it's gonna be there, these sanctioning bodies will call the fight.
Yeah, they could do that. They could press to say Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman to unify both of those belts, like they did with Jacobs Golovkin. They could press to do that if the bag is big enough. I highly doubt it.
Thurman don't want to fight. Thurman don't want to fight until like 2020, 2021 or something like that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
that
about 2029, 2030.
in the business mind, it makes sense for him to keep it marinating because he's ruined himself. He set himself back. He needs to build back his star once again. You know what I mean? And maybe if he takes Pacquiao's scalp, that puts him in pay-per-view status along with Spence, freezing out Buddy.
Well, he was trying to fight Pacquiao. He was trying to fight Pacquiao before he took his hiatus. Matter of fact, if he could have fought Pacquiao, he would not have taken his hiatus. You guys got to remember, that's what he said.
Yeah, true indeed.
If I can fight Pacquiao, that's the only reason why he couldn't fucking leave, because he couldn't get back in.
Hey, what's up, 503?
No, I was just gonna say, I know everybody getting caught up in that Keith Thurman shit, bro, but everybody didn't get a chance to answer the question.
Oh yeah, what was the question? You're right. Let's go back to that.
Okay, well, Lawrence Williams asks, Thurman unifying with Porter next. Will Spence have pressure to unify with Bud? If they win their upcoming fights, it would make sense to me instead of Spence fighting Manny. So basically, do you think that if Thurman unifies with Porter, will Spence have the pressure to unify with Bud?
No.
No. If that's the case, Bud could be fighting right now. They could be fighting, but they could be fighting right now. Errol already said he's fighting. He said who he's fighting, and that's just that. I don't think that. Listen, if there's no pressure right now for him to fight Terrence Crawford right now, then there ain't gonna be no pressure regardless of who anybody else fights. That's just only thing that's gonna do is say, well, since you unified, you guys now you have 2 belts. Well, now unify with me, so there's 1 fight for 3 belts. There ain't gonna be no pressure on them. Because, like I said, if there was going to be any pressure, there will be pressure right now. Because Bud was wide open. He was wide open, and so was Spence. They could have fought each other. Bud didn't. He wasn't fighting on Amir Khan, and the Garcia fight just came into fruition. So I mean, they could have that shit could have happened.
Yeah,
it's true.
Me personally, I think Keith Thurman he want to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to unify with Earl first before he even go down Bud Avenue. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really no pressure. You know what I'm saying?
I believe that too.
He would have a better chance fighting Crawford than he do with Bud. I mean, than he do with Earl, and he lose against both.
I believe that too. I believe that too.
But you know what though? Al Heyman, they looking at the big picture. The big picture is this. They want a superstar crossover fighter or close to it. So Earl Spence is that guy. Trust me, Al don't have trust in Porter or Thurman. You know, he's trying to use Manny.
Right.
That's why he paid his tax debt. That's just like Suge getting Tupac out of jail, bail him out of jail, but like, yo, you owe me some albums. That's why Manny signed the PBC, because Al say, listen, you sign with me, I'll pay your tax debt. And Manny is grateful for that. He feels he owe Al a favor. And the favor being, look, listen, if Spence annihilates Mikey, that's gonna make Spence a hot fighter. And what more or what better idea is to sell the Pacquiao fight, a living legend against an up and coming, brutal star. It makes for an intriguing fight. So that fight will do well. So they not worrying about Bud. They not worrying about Thurman and Porter. Al got his eye on making Earl Spence a star because he needs a signature fighter because Floyd is on his way out. So Spence, they looking at Spence as that dude.
Hey, bro, I'm going to tell y'all something. It would not surprise me that after all said and done, the shit started coming out to find out that Al Heyman was the Suge Knight of the boxing game. I promise you, it wouldn't surprise.
Why you say
That wouldn't
that?
surprise me neither. Wouldn't surprise me neither.
Man, I just be feeling like that Al Heyman is sitting back at a desk with one of them reclining ass rolling chairs, and he's sending his henchmen out to people. Hey, you gonna go fight him? Hey, you gonna do this? No, you ain't gonna get this fight right now. You need to fight him first, and then you get that fight. That's how I feel Al Heyman is really handling it right now, manager or not.
Could be.
Okay, I want to ask everybody, man. Do y'all feel like Earl is ducking Crawford? Because you know it's a whole bunch of haters that be saying that shit.
Look, let me just say one thing before you go in, BFTB.
Yeah, one at a time, please.
Earl is on some joint like this when it comes to Terrence. My office hours are from 9 to 5, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, perfect. Now I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Now what happened? What happened when you kept pressing that action? What happened? Red did something, right? Well, I don't see Earl doing nothing. What I do see is Terrence Crawford saying, you said I need to get a belt and then you'll fight me. That's exactly what Earl says. He got a belt and then all of a sudden Spence ain't want to fight me. Now, I will say this to you. I said it to everybody. I am consistent in what I'm saying. Errol Spence is not scared of nobody, but he is strategically ducking Terrence Bud Crawford right now. I don't care what anybody says. You are not going to tell me that he is not strategically ducking Bud Crawford because he could have been fought. But he said himself, why would I fight you right now when I can take the easy route? Those are his words. So if he's saying that, then what he is saying is fighting Terrence Crawford is not easy work. So since it's not easy work, he's going to go get the easy work first, and then he's going to go for Terrence Crawford. That's what he said. That is a strategic duck, whether you like, love, hate him or not. And I love Errol Spence just as much as the next man. But I call a spade a spade. He's strategically ducking Bud Crawford, plain and simple.
I want to say this too. I want to say that Spence's team thinks a lot about Terrence Crawford. They want Spence to get some more fights under his belt because they think the world of Terrence Crawford. They know Terrence is one bad dude, man, and I don't know if the fight gonna happen. I think it will happen eventually. You know, it's a lot of pressure, and especially if Spence knocks out Garcia. And as long as Crawford and Spence keeps winning, the fight is going to get hotter and hotter because now they got two name opponents, Amir Khan and Mikey Garcia. If they win in dramatic fashion and Spence take the Pacquiao fight, the pressure is going to be unbelievable. And you know what they say, pressure busts pipes, and they will fight eventually.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to let y'all have it. But let's again, I am not saying who's going to win that fight. All I'm saying is, strategically right now, Bud is saying, what's up? Errol is saying, not yet. That's all I'm saying. So for the office hours, that office hours works if Bud would have pressed the action. I mean, if Spence would have pressed the action when Bud pressed his action. Other than that, it don't work.
Yeah, I've got to agree with best fight the best here. I don't think Spence is scared of Crawford. Not one bit.
Not one bit.
I don't think.
All.
Yeah. I don't think Spence is. I don't think he is ducking, but I don't think he's ducking because he's scared, like he doesn't want to fight him. I think it's business with Spence. But I also think that in that episode where they had that encounter, I think that Spence he didn't mean to say what he said. Like he probably looked back at.
But he won the night. Spence won the night. I don't care what anybody says.
Let him talk first, and we'll get to rebuttals later.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see it as that, man. I don't see it as that. I thought Crawford. I just don't see it as that. I don't think it's a case of anyone won the night. To me, it looked like barbershop banter. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like there was nothing serious about it. The most serious part about it was when one of Crawford's boys upset Spence in that whole situation, and Spence turned up on
Yeah.
his boy, and then you'll notice that Crawford tried to bring the energy and the heat to him. Says, "Oh, don't talk to him, talk to me." You know what I mean? He tried to kind of neutralize that whole situation there. But as I said, I don't think Spence is scared of Crawford. I don't think he's necessarily ducking him on some, "Oh, I'm scared of you," like some Keith Thurman thing. I think it's business for him. But at the same time, I don't think that he meant, if he could choose his words again, if he could relive that whole situation again, I don't think he would say, why wouldn't I take the easier route and fight Sean Porter? Because you know, whatever his intentions was behind that, it wasn't a good look. And I don't think, I correct me if I'm wrong, was that the night that Spence was a little bit tipsy as well? With Broner and them?
That was different.
It wasn't.
I
think it was at the Maurice Hooker fight.
Yep.
Right.
You talking about Sean Porter versus Danny Garcia? That's what you.
Yeah, that's when he was drunk off the champagne. He had a little Moet, and y'all tripping out. My son had a little bit of Moet. Had a little bit of Moet, just like any of us would have been sipping. You know what I mean? And they thought he was tripping out. Now, let me just say one thing. I understand what y'all saying, but is all of this going to matter once Earl Spence stopped Crawford? No. So I'm honestly...
Hold on.
That's how I feel, bro. He's going to stop him.
I'm not saying he won't. What I'm saying is, I still want to hear what Oddfella, Rough House, Legendary.
All right, I'm done.
Because no, I want you to go, but I want you to rebuttal. But I want to hear what everybody say before anybody rebuttal first, because I know everybody not going to agree. So I want to hear what everybody say.
I need to get my rebuttal in.
That's why I say I need everybody to go, and then I want to hear rebuttals. So I'm gonna go with Oddfella.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I think Terrence Crawford is the fight that's going to be at the end of the road. When you hear the dialogue, you know what I mean, that's been going back and forth between Spence and Bud. There's one key thing is like, you're over on that side of the street and I'm over on this side of the street and whatnot. So already Spence is using that business talk where he can hide behind his manager, Al Heyman, hide behind the PBC side and say, yo, let me get things done over here. And you get your stuff done over at the Top Rank side and on the ESPN side and whatnot. And I think that kind of lives true, because the way Aaron's been acting all salty and whatnot, who's going to want to come to the table and work with him? It's the same kind of deal with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn don't know how to act, you know what I mean? So it's like, well, Wilder don't want to sit down at the table with a guy that keeps continually disrespecting Heyman in the media. And Bob Arum is pretty much getting to that level, you know what I mean, of his disrespect, outright disrespect for PBC and for Al Heyman. So, I mean, I don't see this fight, them trying to force the issue for this fight until it will produce major bags. And until then, it's just fantasy.
All right, Rough House, what you think?
All right. Put my 2 cents in there. I agree with BFTB, and I'm gonna use a little bit of what Kurt Sugar said to validate my point. When I first heard about Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia, the first thing that popped in my head was, that's a pay-per-view fight. I guarantee you they're gonna make that a pay-per-view fight. Now, I just like Kurt said, I believe that Al Heyman gave him the game, showed him the big picture. Hey, we're gonna put you on PPV status, you know what I'm saying? And then sky's the limit from there. Now, that being said, I also believe that when it comes to Terrence Crawford, Errol is looking at this primarily from the business aspect of it. And you think about it, you go back and you look at who were the fighters that Errol Spence has been charging up about fighting here lately. He got in the ring with Sean Porter and called him out publicly after his fight with Danny Garcia. And then he went face to face with Crawford.
and told him, you know, in front of everybody that was watching and all of social media, you know, I'll whoop your ass. I'll make you retire before you fight me and this and that and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? He's been charging them dudes up. He wants to go get those 2 belts and then come back to the table and sit down with Bud. And he has, you know, predominantly all the leverage when it comes to negotiating that fight. And I believe that's the way he's looking at it. Like our fella said, that's going to be the end game. But up until the end game comes, he's trying to scoop up all the power pieces off the board. So he's the man, the VA side when it comes to that fight happening. That's how I feel about that. But I don't think let's recondition our minds, because when we say duck, everybody automatically assumes, oh, that means he's scared of so and so. Now it ain't got nothing to do with fear. He looking at all of this from a business strategy point of view.
Okay. So y'all know why I say my Texas boys last. So I'm gonna start out with Legendary.
Legendary Tarantino. Where you at, baby?
What's up with it? North side. Is he there? You on mute if you there.
Yo, Top Cat.
Legendary Top Cat, you on mute. All right, 503. Go ahead and go. We'll come back to Legendary.
Yeah.
And I already know what you're gonna say, but go ahead and go.
503 ready to take the grocery store. He ain't playing with y'all. Go ahead, 503.
Yeah, man. You know, we just sitting at the top like kings, man. Like true Texas kings. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, people gonna have their own narrative or, you know, agenda of what they trying to say. You know, I don't think that Earl is ducking Crawford because, like I said, he pulled up on him with all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? I haven't yet to see Crawford come to any of Earl fights or any of PBC events, except for the I want to say that was a Wilder fight he came to last month. And you know, this fight is gonna happen, man. You know what I'm saying? This fight is gonna happen. You know, I just think that Earl trying to get everything that he's been promised and that he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Because he was promised a fight with Keith Thurman. He was promised a fight with Sean Porter for the WBC belt. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he's trying to prioritize his career right now, and he know that Terrence is gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Because who can Terrence possibly lose to over there at the top rank at ESPN? He ain't gonna lose to nobody, bro. Amir Khan, Benavidez, Jeff Horn. Come on, man. Everybody know that those were fights for Terrence Crawford to win, man. So I think by the end of 2019 or maybe the beginning of 2020, this fight should be in the pot and it should be already ready to go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I like both fighters. You know what I'm saying? Bud is my guy, Earl is my guy. You know what I'm saying? Texas all day, but I just don't see how could he be ducking him when he pulled up on him and told him what he'll do. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear Terrence Crawford crying to Bob Arum about make the fight right now. He doing the same thing Earl doing. So people gotta be objective with what they saying. I don't hear Crawford crying to Bob Arum about fighting no Earl. Just how you don't hear Earl crying to Al Hammond about I want to fight Terrence. They both doing the same exact thing. They're trying to get this pay-per-view money, build up their paydays, get a couple of good names on their resume, and then once you that's why they put Amir Khan in there with Terrence Crawford for the pay-per-view, so they can try to match up with what Earl and Mikey is doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what they're trying to do. We already know Adrian Broner did over 400,000. You know what I'm saying? What is Mikey and Earl gonna do? What is Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan gonna do? That's really the question that you should be asking, because that's what they're gonna bring to the table. But I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic, man.
Oh, and that's a good point you made, man. You was right on the money with that, man. People forget boxing is a business. You always look for the next pay-per-view star, because what pay-per-view does, you know, you can break even, and in a big fight, man, you can profit off it. And you know, and just think, man, the PBC was losing money when Al Heyman came up with that idea. He knew it was going to lose money, but what put PBC over the top and gave Al Heyman that Fox deal was 2 fights. the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather fight and Mayweather McGregor. Because when you have investors and they made money on their return, they happy. So that's why we get to see, as boxing fans, we get to see fights, 53 fight card, a fight every week or a fight every month. Well, however they do it, you're gonna see fights on Sunday. So now, just picture this, fellas. From a possibility standpoint, the best thing can happen to Earl is not out the realm of possibility. He knocks out Garcia in dramatic fashion, which can, happen 90%. And plus the pay-per-view is what, 500,000, 600,000, 450,000. Bruner is going to get another big fight because they exceeded expectations with the pay-per-view. They elated over there at PBC. With Tyson Fury and Wilder, and that was a successful pay-per-view. They didn't think it was going to do that well. It exceeded expectations. Bruner and Pacquiao, they didn't think it was going to be 450. He's heading to 500 for what I understand. So Bruner, I could see him fighting a Danny Garcia. Bruner's going to get another fight because with his mouth and him buffooning and cooning and all that. Pacquiao is a living legend. So Al paid them taxes, like I said before. So he's using Manny. I would hate to see Manny fight Earl because he'd get knocked out the ring. I would hate to see that, man. But that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen because if that fight does well, Spence and Garcia, they waiting. Spence is going to be a pay-per-view fighter. You ain't going to see him on Showtime no more.
No.
You ain't going to see him on there because he still got Crawford in his midst. If Thurman and Porter have any let their genitals hang, they can fight Spence, which ain't gonna happen because they scared of the man. So they waiting for that pay-per-view thing to pop off with Spence.
All right. Well, let me get Legendary. You there? Legendary. Top Cat.
Cali in the building.
Yeah, I was just for to go to Cali. Cali, let me hear what you got on this topic.
Is Earl Spence ducking Crawford? Cali, you know?
He says Earl Spence ducking Crawford. Yeah, I think he definitely intentionally bypassed that fight on purpose. He ain't scared of him, but he definitely bypassed that fight right now. He's trying with it, and this is what this is about. This is what he's been given, advice he's been given, and this is another thing. And he does consider Crawford a tough fight, his toughest fight. But this is one of the reasons why he's doing it too. He wants to be the super A side against Crawford. So he's gonna take all these fights to building blocks. So when he goes to the table, that Crawford gonna have to bow down to him. Now, to me, my issue is this with Earl. It's like, man, Earl said he wouldn't go over there to ESPN to fight. Okay, then he said not everybody's saying that Crawford not trying to fight him, but his team had already put out multiple times that they want to fight him. They would have fought him now. They would have fought him now. This is what I've been told too. Earl's gonna have to offer Terrence Crawford, since Earl's already stated that he will not fight on ESPN. He said he's only gonna fight on Showtime and Fox. So Earl has to make that offer. He hasn't made an offer over there yet. So if he's adamant about not going over there, he needs to make an offer to Bud Crawford because he's the A side then, right?
Okay. Well, let me give my little 2 cents. And I don't think Earl is ducking Crawford because we've seen this throughout the years on boxers making strategic moves so they can maximize their pockets to fight any fighter. Because at the end of the day, this is prize fighting. It's chess moves. This ain't checkers. This is prize fighting. And at the end of the day, the fighters want to make sure they can maximize their profitability.
That's still ducking though, bro. For real.
Bro, hold on, bro. Hold on real quick. I
just want my rebuttal. That's all.
Oh, I know everybody's gonna get their rebuttal, but hold on, Kelly, because I want everybody.
Don't forget about my brother Act neither. He ain't said nothing yet.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't even get to go. I got stopped.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get you because I know when you go, hey, then everybody's gonna get their rebuttals. That's why I went ahead and got mine out the way real quick. Act. I ain't forgot about you. Believe me, I told you my little shooter. So, like I said, this is chess, not checkers. Everybody, this is prize fighting at the end of the day. These fighters go out here and put their life on the line every day for our entertainment out here fighting. So it's prize fight. They trying to make the most money. So Earl is trying to make the most money to get in this fight. And the reason I say it's not ducking is because when you got people like, example, Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua does not want to fight Deontay Wilder. I don't care how many times he tell y'all he don't want to fight Deontay Wilder. At the same time, you got Terrence Crawford. If he really wanted that fight, he would go to Bob Arum, and Bob Arum would make that call. Earl Spence said they have not made that call. Earl Spence has other things going on because at the time they went down there, Earl Spence was already working on the Mikey Garcia fight. At the time, they were negotiating that fight. It was behind the scenes. It wasn't in public like everybody want a lot of these negotiations to go. It wasn't in public. It was behind the scenes. At the same time, Earl went to an ESPN event to go meet up with Terrence Crawford. And don't say it was from Maurice Hooker, because Earl and Maurice Hooker really don't get along. He went to an ESPN fight to meet Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford was supposed to come to Earl fight when he fought Ocampo. Terrence Crawford never comes to PBC events. He went to one, and you didn't hear nothing about him going to try to find Earl while he was there. None of that. To call out Earl to do none of that. Earl went up there to an ESPN fight to let him know, look, I'm the A-side. I'm finna go take care of the people on my side of the street, like I told you on Twitter. And then we're gonna do what we're gonna do, because when I see you, I'm gonna knock you out. Ain't no way I think that's a duck. I think Earl just got his goals set, and he's gonna hit these goals and take care of his business before he does.
You just gave Anthony Joshua now, man. You just gave Anthony Joshua a cover. You did.
No,
because Anthony Joshua could just use everything you just said. Anthony Joshua can use to say, "Well, I'm thinking I can make more money later." You just gave him out.
I'm just waiting for my rebuttal, man. I'm just waiting for mine. That's all I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my rebuttal.
All right, I'm gonna come back to you, Callie, but I want Act to go ahead and go, because Act is gonna tell y'all what he feel, because I know Act knows. Well, go ahead, Act. Go ahead.
First of all, I just want to say everybody had great points, whether it was on, Terrence Crawford's behalf or whether it was on Earl Spence's behalf. I personally, I gotta side with Spence on this one. The only reason why I gotta side with Spence on this one is because the man came to an ESPN event. People have to acknowledge that. You could say he strategically ducked. You could say whatever you want. That man told him to his face, I will stop. I will stop you. Okay? There's no ducking in that. And I didn't hear Terrence Crawford come back with nothing strong after he said that to him. So we could say he said that he's going to take care of what he got to take care of on his side of the street. He has to do that, bro. He has to. The reason why he has to do that is because Keith Thurman and all these other goofballs is the type of dudes, if you don't get a hold of them when the iron is hot, they may vanish somewhere in the clouds. So I don't blame Spence on what he's doing. We gotta admit that. Look at what Keith Thurman is saying right now. You gotta wait for that, baby. You gotta wait for that. You know what I mean? So if Spence doesn't keep his mind over on the PBC side, he may actually never get that. Look, and I don't think Terrence Crawford is going anywhere. Somebody had a great point. I forgot which one of us said that. I don't know if it was 503. I forgot who said it. But he's not going nowhere because there's nobody really on his side that can beat him. Which I agree.
That was me, bro.
Oh, that was you, 503, right? Yeah. Which I agree with. That was beautifully said. You know what I mean? Which we don't really have to worry about. You know what I mean? If anything, there's more threats on the PBC side. Now, I would think that Terrence Crawford would be wanting the fight more if he was coming to Bob Arum and forcibly asking for the fight. We can't say that Earl Spence strategically ducked nothing, because I'm not going to lie, you can't defend a man that's not defending himself. Terrence Crawford has to show us. He has to show us that he truly wants to fight. You have to be at the PBC events, not just Deontay Wilder, and think that everything is all good. No, constantly come to them events. Just like y'all wanted more Charlo to come to all of Canelo's events. Well, I want the same thing from Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? I want the same exact thing from that man. That man needs to pop up at Earl Spence next fight, not the one after, not the you know what I mean. I know I want you at that fight because then that'll prove to me that you really want the fight. I think that he was blowing hot air that night just because they both was in the building together. That's it. And to me, if anything, Spence wants it more because Spence came to your event. To your event. You didn't come to mine. You came to ESPN event, bro. And we came looking for you. And even when you did come to that Deontay Wilder event, you wasn't looking for Earl. Earl was in the building. You wasn't looking for Earl again because Earl mentally drained you from that first encounter. And he told you he was going to stop you. I'm done, man. Game, set, and match. I'm sorry.
Like I said, I just got to say, repeat it one more time. Y'all all gave Anthony Joshua an out.
I'm waiting for my rebuttal. I'm just waiting for my rebuttal. That's all I'm waiting.
No, so I never got a chance to finish what I said the first time. Never got a chance to finish what I said the first time because when you guys saying that, but you guys gave him an out by basically saying everybody being strategic. And like I said, man, Anthony Joshua can go and say, well, I turned down $50 million, but I know I can make $200 million, which Barry Hearn said. It's just wait a little bit longer. So it's an I'm not ducking him. I'm strategically maneuvering around this fight right now because I can make more money on the back end. Y'all gave him out. So and then I'm gonna tell you why it's not out.
I'm gonna tell you why it's not out. And the reason why it's not out, because if it was an out, he would have came out and said that from the jump. Earl been saying the same thing before any of this came about, before those interviews and all that. He's been consistent on everything he's been saying from day one. Consistency is the key. Anthony Joshua ain't been consistent.
He also said he would fight Terrence Crawford after he got a belt, bro. He said that.
I see what I'm gonna have to do, man.
Hold on.
I see what I gotta do. I got a Debo. I see that. I can't sit here and just wait to get my rebuttal. I got a Debo.
I was finna let you go. Go ahead.
Hey, hold on, man. Hold on, let me go. I ain't get my turn yet. I'm gonna make it real quick.
Go ahead, legendary.
All right, check it out. All right. At the end of the day, man, I just sit back, listen to everybody say, man. At the end of the day, man, this shit boxing, man. It's a hustle. You feel me? Until they get right now, this shit is a hustle, man. Everybody hustling. So at the end of the day, man, all of them want money out of it. We see the ex-fighters, a lot of them, they fucked up, got CTE, man, and they broke. You know what I'm saying? These dudes, Mayweather came in, revolutionarized the game, man. He got these boys trying to get them some money out of this shit. So at the end of the day, like BF would put it, he's strategically ducking him. Strategically, yeah, they trying to make the money on it. In the end of the day, that's the biggest fight, the biggest purse at the welterweight division, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I hate to say it, but we're going to have to let it go, man. Boxing politics always been there, man. This shit always been the same, man. This shit ain't changing up no time soon until they take away all the sanctioning bodies and make it just one, man. But until that shit there happen, this type of shit, this type of behavior gonna happen, man. These boys trying to get them some money, man, at the end of the day. I mean, motherfuckers gonna have to just start watching boxing, man, because we ain't gonna get our desires out of this shit, man. Especially when it's money and shit to put food on the table, man, involved in this shit. That's all I gotta say.
Fact. So let me go ahead and get my rebuttal. Y'all, listen, everybody on here knows what I'm about. Everybody. Y'all know I'm about the best fighting the best. I don't give a fuck about none of the rest of that shit. Now, I only address it because people come at me with it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I address it. Now, I was just saying this today. Just today. Listen, the business is what fucked up the sport of boxing. The business. It's no longer just about the sweet science of boxing. It is the business now. Boxing is a business. Well, until the business is boxing, until business is boxing, then boxing will always be a business. And that's why it's being fucked up today. That's why you have this punk ass clown Joshua talking about, I'm not gonna take it. No, fuck that. No, and everybody gets it. And I love Spence just like the next person. But if you showed up to that event, like all my brothers are saying, you came to that event, he showed up to a top-ranked event. Okay, well, what the fuck you gonna do when you get there? What is your purpose of going there, my nigga? Because you went to a top-ranked event. For what, my nigga? For what? What the fuck did you go there for? Listen, if you went there just to say I went to a top-ranked event, well, what the fuck is that proving? Listen, Nobody gets a free pass with me, dog. Nobody. You went to a top-ranked event, fine. I fuck with Spence for doing that. But you went there for what? What was your fucking purpose? What was your purpose? Just to go there and see Spence, see Bud? Listen, okay, Bud didn't show up to any of these events. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's talk about that. Let's not talk about the fact that he showed up to it, because you showing up to it don't mean nothing. Listen, I could talk shit to any one of you, right? I'm saying I'm gonna bust your motherfucking ass when I see you on site. And then I go see you and I don't fight you. Then what? Then what? Then I duck you. Plain and simple. Listen, we can say however we want because we feel a certain way about Spence. Hell, I feel the same way. I was feeling some type of way about that whole shit, trying to justify it. But no, fuck that. I ain't justifying shit. This dude had the opportunity. He said, if this man gets a WBO belt, if he gets a belt, I'm going to get it too. He never mentioned about no sides of the street until after Spence got the belt. Bud got the belt. He didn't mention nothing about that. I don't give a fuck who it is. It could be my brother and my mother fighting. And I'm telling you, you ducked that motherfucker. I'm telling my mom, you ducked his ass. Straight up. I don't give a fuck who it is. Listen, he had the straight opportunity. There was nothing holding back that fight. Nothing. He could have said, look, after Garcia, I'm stopping you. You got a belt, I want it. He didn't say none of that shit. He said, oh, well, why would I go to you when I could go fight the easy route? Like Adrian Broner said, shut that soft shit up. Shut that soft shit up. Soft shit. When this...
Hey, you breaking up, bro.
Never said, I'm going to wait until all this other shit.
Hey, you breaking up.
Bro, man, this topic irks the fuck out of me, dog. This topic it just irks the fuck out of me, man. Listen, ain't nobody saying Spence is scared of nobody. I am not, I have not, and I will never say that Spence is scared until he proves he's scared. And he has never proved he's scared of nobody. Never. He has never proved he's scared of anybody. But if you are going to a top-ranked event, right? Okay, then why didn't you go to the Benavidez event? If you guys are saying him and Maurice Hooker ain't cool like that, fine, I fuck with y'all. I will take your word for it. Well, why didn't you go to the Benavidez fight and get in the ring with Bud after that? And say, you got the WBO belt, I want it. How about that? Wasn't nobody stopping him from doing it? Now, I understand. Bud could be going to Spence's fight. He could be going to Spence's fights too. I understand that. I get it. I understand that. But he didn't. Now, if Spence went to a top-ranked event, and what was the purpose of going there? Just to go? Especially if you ain't even going with Maurice Hooker.
It was only a 2-hour drive.
Bro, even more. Because it was a 2-hour drive.
Hold on, bro. I hear everything you saying, bro. But what the fuck is Terrence Crawford doing to make the fight, bro? What is he doing? What is he doing?
You gotta have that for
damn thing.
That's what I was saying. You gotta bring.
And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying to that point. This is what I'm saying to that point. Right? I will take a man at his word. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking a man at his word. I'm not shitting on, this is not me shitting on anybody. I am speaking facts. The only facts that are the facts of what these men have said themselves. That's it. That's all I'm speaking about. And he said out of his mouth, I'm going to wait until I get the other two belts and then I'll fight you. That's all I'm saying. I'm taking these men for their word. I'm not trying to spin it. I ain't trying to sugarcoat it. I'm not trying to salt it. Nothing. This is what they said. This is what he said. Bud said, you said you're going to fight me when I get a belt. I got a belt. That's what Bud said. Errol Spence said, why would I fight you now when I can go to Easy Road? That's what Errol said. These are not BFTV's words. These are their words. If you're going off of their words, however you want, you can say it whatever you want. I understand we don't want to put the ducking label on Errol Spence. I understand that. But it is what it is. Listen, he is not ducking him out of fear. He ain't scared of Bud. He's fuck around and knock Bud the fuck out, to be honest. But he don't want to do it right now, which is what Bud said, which is why Bud laughed in his face. Now, I'm not saying that Errol is scared at all, not one bit. I am pointing out the facts. That's all I'm doing. Now, you can challenge me on opinion, but you can't challenge me on the facts, and those are the facts. That's what he said. That's all I'm saying.
Anybody want to rebut that?
Yeah, you know what, man? I think sometimes we overanalyze things. I don't think they scared of each other. They're
Not
two
even, not a
throwbacks
little bit.
fighters.
Yep,
Their
I agree.
mentalities is their throwbacks, man. Bud, you know, ain't scared of Spence, and Spence ain't scared of Bud. You may have people in the camps talk about each other to make you think one man is scared of the other, but nah, you know, we read too much into things, man, and the fight is gonna happen in 2020, you know, and they not scared. They want at each other. They gonna be like two pit bulls who being held back by their masters on short change, and when those masters release those chains, they gonna clash. It's gonna happen in 2020.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with none of that. I'm not disagreeing with anything. All I am saying is what was said. That's all I'm saying. And you can put, I understand we have a certain type of feeling about certain type of fighters, but put anybody's name in there. Let's put Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua in there. Let's put them in there. Let's put them two in that situation. And nobody in here will not say that's not a duck. Nobody. Every last one of y'all will say that is a duck. It may not be a duck out of fear, but it's a duck. A strategic duck.
You can't compare Anthony Joshua and Terrence Crawford, bro. You can't do that, bro.
If Anthony Joshua told Deontay
ain't nobody passing up on no $50 million BMTV. Who passing up on $50 million, bro? Ain't nobody doing that.
Brother, I ain't talking about 50. I ain't talking about the 50. I'm not talking about Anthony Joshua whole ass like that. I am putting their both of the names in this certain scenario. That's all I'm doing. Listen, we all know, everybody in here know Anthony Joshua a whole ass nigga. Everybody in here know Anthony Joshua seriously fears to his roots, fears Deontay Wilder. There is no fear with fucking Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. None. Neither one of those guys fear each other. And honestly, Terrence Crawford might get knocked the fuck out. He might get destroyed in this fight. But that doesn't mean he's scared of him. Now, I'm not saying that. Now, we're not talking about the $50 million. We're not talking about the 5 other ducks that Anthony Joshua did to Deontay Wilder. We're not talking about that. We're talking about this one scenario. This one scenario. This one. If Anthony Joshua told, first off, the fact that Anthony Joshua will probably never be in the same fucking circumference as Deontay Wilder, but I'm just saying, just putting them in the same, switching Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, switching their name with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. If Anthony Joshua said, I'm not fighting you until I fight Vladimir Klitschko, Joseph Parker, and Charles Martin. I'm not fighting you until I fight those guys. You know what I'm saying? And Deontay Wilder says, well, hold up. You said you're going to fight me when I get the WBC title. I got the WBC title. Now you talking about you're not going to fight me until you fight Vladimir, Charles Martin, and Joseph Parker. That is a duck. It may be strategic. It may not be. It's not out of fear, but it's still a duck. It is what it is. I'm not shitting on Errol. This ain't a hate on Errol. I'm just pointing out the facts. That's all I'm doing. And I do it for everybody and in any situation. It is a strategic duck. He is strategically not fighting him when he could. He is strategically putting him to the back of the line so that he can be the A side, or the for sure A side, or whatever the case you want to call it. It ain't out of fear. It's not because he doesn't want to stop him. It's not because of any of that. It's because of the business, the boxing business. I think if the business of boxing was actually fighting, well, then we get more fights. But it ain't. The business of boxing is maximizing the dollar.
All right. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and change the subject, though, because I want to hear everybody on this. Because we all going to disagree, and we can go on this forever, hours and hours and hours, but we ain't got hours.
I know. I did a 6-hour live on this shit. 6-hour live.
I remember, and I ain't going to keep going back and forth. We just going to talk about it when it comes, because, you know, at the end of the day, we just gonna have to agree to disagree, because we all don't agree, but we all gonna continue to be family. But check this out. So Dillian Whyte says he'll do by any means necessary. He wants that fight with Deontay Wilder. Like seriously, he say he'll do whatever it takes. This came out of his mouth. He said he'll do whatever it takes. He responded.
Okay, well, fight Luis Ortiz. Fight Luis Ortiz, you bitch ass nigga. Then how about that?
He might, because he wants that Deontay Wilder smoke, and Deontay Wilder. Hold on, Saturday, Deontay Wilder said him coming to PBC would be the easiest way for him to get to a fight with me. So I think he's gonna come to PBC, and I think that they're working on a fight with him and Dominic Brazil for that mandatory spot.
Good.
And I think after that, if he becomes mandatory, I think he will get that fight with Deontay Wilder. So
I hope so.
What do y'all think about that fight? And think about
First off,
Whyte's comments.
Give me a few seconds on this one, man, and then I'm gonna let everybody else cook. But listen, bro, Dillian Whyte is a whole ass nigga, dog. Now I respect him. I respect him enough for the simple fact that he's actually saying some type of shit and willing to go a different route to get it. I respect him enough on that aspect and that aspect alone. It ain't no by any means necessary. It ain't no by any means necessary, nigga, because you was offered Luis Ortiz, my nigga, and you turned that shit down. Don't come at me with no fucking any means necessary to hype up some fucking UK hype. I ain't trying to hear it. You had a means. It ain't no by any means necessary. You had a means, and you turned it down. You had fucking big titty Brazil months ago, and you turned that down. Don't come with no any means necessary. You are either one, too fucking stupid, and you let Eddie Hearn run your life to realize that you could have been fought Deontay Wilder. That's either one, or you two, you're full of shit. There's your option.
Hey, look on.
I'm actually I'm actually happy that he's starting to see the light. You know, sometimes, you know, we lose sight of things, and then some people bring us back into the light. And I'm very happy for Dillian Whyte. I hope that he does, like BFTB said, I hope that he does take the fight with Dominic Brazil. Hope he does come over to the PBC so that he can get dusted off the map and we don't got to hear about it. Because there's certain in-between guys that I'm kind of sick of. And every weight division is in-between or middleman guy that I'm getting tired of, that I think some of the contenders and the champions need to take out of the equation so that we don't have to hear about these guys ever again. You know, and Dillian Whyte, I like his attitude, but I do hope that he does end up getting that fight, that he can get dusted off. If I hope that he really means what he says, though. Hope he means what he says, whether that's fighting Ortiz or whether that's fighting Dominic Brazil. Be a man of your word, though. Because I seen you calling Shannon Briggs, and you know you Shannon Briggs is like the champ. You'll fight anybody. Well, we gonna see. We gonna see.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't really trust Dillian Whyte with his words.
That's why I said we'll see.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, dig. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And I see in an article from regarding Eddie the Germ Hearn that he's putting a deadline on Dillian Whyte's head to sign for this April 13th fight against Anthony Joshua.
Hey,
so if he is, go ahead.
I'm glad you say that. So I'm gonna ask you this. Yesterday the price was at $4 million. Well, actually it was Monday. The price was at $4 million that he offered Dillian Whyte, and now today he offered $5 million. That's something that came out. Ring Magazine came out and said that he went on and offered him $5 million. Also, Anthony Joshua. This weekend, Anthony Joshua was supposed to announce his fight on April 13th. So, what do you think? You think it's going to be Dillian Whyte? And do you think he took $5 million or not? Or you think he's going to skip that fight too because they say he's lowballing?
Now, is that $5 million or $5? Because I saw 4 million pounds.
It was I think it was 5 million pounds. I just got a notification from Ring Magazine while we was on the live actually talking about it.
Yeah, like I said, I don't trust Dillian Whyte. My original thought with Dillian Whyte is he's gonna go back to the plantation and take that fight. He's making up, you know what I mean? He's doing some posturing right now, you know what I mean? But he's gonna end up going to the plantation. But after hearing this word, this last thing about Eddie Hearn giving him a deadline, I think Hearn's really scared that Dillian Whyte's gonna go over to the PBC side. You know what I mean? With all this, and then having Wilder say, yeah, the best thing Whyte can do is to join PBC if he wants to get this work and wants to get this belt, a chance at this belt. You know, dig. So, yeah, I just don't know.
It's still £4 million at $5.2 million cash, American money. One of them ones. What do you think on it? One of them one. All right, Callie, you go.
Let somebody else go right now.
All right, Rough House.
Good for the PBC, and I'm laughing at Anthony Joshua. For one, it's potentially taking away one of AJ's tomato can dance partners, you know. But two, I look at it like if Dillian Whyte really does want to, you know what I'm saying, build up his profile, especially here in the biggest boxing market in the world, in the United States, he's got an easy track by signing with the PBC to Dominic Breazeale, Luis Ortiz, and Deontay Wilder. That's 3 big fights right there simultaneously in a row, consecutively. Well, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't run the gauntlet like that, but he's got 3 big options, you know what I'm saying, right there. Whereas he's been through the tomato can on the Matchroom side already. He's picked through that, and he came out on top of the trash heap with them. Now, I would hope that he would sign with the PBC, and that's selfish reasons. That's just because I want to see Matchroom lose. But on the flip side of that, I think him signing with the PBC would do wonders for his profile. Because, like I said, if he fought those 3 fights right there, he gonna lose Deontay Wilder and he'll lose Luis Ortiz. But that will put him. His resume it will surpass AJ's resume if he was able to do that, you know, and to get in the ring and fight them dudes, win, lose, or draw. And that's just the way I feel. Now, do I trust Dillian Whyte? Man, I trust him about as far as I can throw him with 2 fingers. But, you know, that will be, in my eyes, in my opinion, that will be the best move for him to do.
Yeah, man. Agreed. 503, what you got on it?
Oh man, shit, Dillian Whyte trying to you know, build his profile, man. I like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people doubting him, but you know, I don't really know how to feel about it until we see what really happened. You know what I'm saying? But it's good that he putting, you know, Master Hearn on notice though. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna be your secondary hoe for long, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So
side chick.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I really got to see how this all play out, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if he don't jump ship, then shit, you gonna fuck yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he could do better with the PBC. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion, though.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in.
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna turn up one time. On the cool, Dillian Whyte had the power to checkmate Eddie Hearn right now. You feel me? You been treating me like this here, like the bottom bitch. You understand me? Like a dish rag. Now he got Dillian Whyte got the power. You feel me? He got a chance to become the face of PBC UK. Eddie Hearn can. Eddie Hearn them fucked up about that. The PBC, they already got the card from this weekend on free TV over there in the UK. So Dillian Whyte can come over here in America, raise his profile, fight in America. He can take the Dominic Breazeale fight. If he win that, he can get the Deontay Wilder fight. It'll be mandatory, so he have within a year. Either way it go, he gonna fight, and he can fight in the U.S. and get the money and raise his profile over here at the same time. Have his UK family watching for free. You see what I'm saying? Something that Eddie Hearn couldn't offer him. So Dillian Whyte right now, they ordered Eddie Hearn them had this shit way back in like September or something. Before then, when they rented out, they had the fight deck. So they rented out Wembley. They put all these extra seats in there, right? And now they don't have nobody to fight. Deontay and Wilder and Tyson Fury went off and got their own lane. So they finna be swimming in money for the Wilder Fury too. So this here guy Eddie them at a standstill. Now he need Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is the only person that can go over there and help.
You disappeared.
I can't.
You're doing the
Matrix. Legendary.
You hear me?
Not really.
All right, so no, you can't hear you, man.
You going through a tunnel, dog.
He was saying my thoughts.
Yeah, you know what? And let me say something real quick, man. When it comes to Dillian Whyte, I don't believe anything he says. My guess, I still view this as him trying to get leverage before he's trying to get the Anthony Joshua fight. He's trying to force Eddie Hearn's hand to give him more money. What they need to do is get it over. If they give him $7 million, about 7-8 million pounds, the fight will be done. He wants to make more money than Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker made $6 million for the Anthony Joshua fight. So if he can give him like 7 to 8 million pounds, the fight is done. It's done. It's just Anthony Joshua gonna have to come up out that paper, man. It's really, and it's gonna happen. My guess is gonna happen. I would bet on that.
Man, we've been saying this. Last year we were saying he's fighting Dillian Whyte. This ain't nothing new.
Yeah,
we've been saying this. This is listen, man. We knew the end game last year. All this shit we talking about right now is irrelevant. This is the fight that's gonna happen. Plain and simple. We knew it last year. It's gonna happen. Plain and simple. We all knew this shit.
This ain't nothing new to nobody. This is the thing that Eddie Hearn and these fucking people do, man. They try to pull the wig over your eyes. You know what I'm saying? They put a whole
Hey, you doing the Matrix now, Bill?
Ain't nothing different. He was never fighting Deontay.
No, you still doing the Matrix, Legendary.
It was always
but BMTB. Hey, BMTB.
Dillian Whyte.
BFTB. I don't think he can't hear me.
That is the only reason why Dillian Whyte has leverage.
Hey, it sounds like you talking to a cup.
It was always Dillian Whyte.
No, he's clear. He's cleared up though, man. He's cleared up. Listen to him. He's cleared up.
No, he ain't.
I can't hear him. You got to couple some pipe cleaners.
Oh, you hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me?
We can hear you now.
Yeah. What I was saying is, it was always Dillian Whyte, man. Always. Just like we knew last year, it's always they put a whole bunch of fluff in the middle to try to spin up some hype for Anthony Joshua. It was always Dillian Whyte. Always. Didn't matter who it was. They never was trying to fight nobody else. It's always Dillian Whyte.
Hey, well, check this out though. Check this out. So, in order for AJ to be announcing, when is it, Mac? This weekend? Next weekend? He's supposed to make the announcement.
This weekend.
Okay, this weekend. So that means that he got somebody under contract, inked already.
Dillian Whyte.
Right?
Yeah,
Dillian Whyte.
Anthony Joshua was supposed to announce his fight this weekend.
Right. So I mean, to be able to do that, that means you already got somebody. You already got somebody inked. You know what I'm saying? They John Hancock on the dotted line.
Hey, I'm going with Big Baby Miller. That's what I think it is.
That's the
option B.
I think it's
option B.
Hey, we got to remember Eddie Hearn also said this too. That it's a chance that he said Anthony Joshua in camp right now for April 13th, but it's a chance that they'll have to move the fight date. Now, if they gonna do Dillian Whyte, Big Baby, they gonna try to move it to Madison Square in June. They gonna end up having to move it back. But who they gonna have that
but yeah, cuz you got to think about it. Crawford and them probably fighting in the Madison Square Garden too.
Bro, they can't
No, but here's the thing. That'll be in June though, man. But here's the thing. Everybody like, is Eddie Hearn gonna ruin his relationship with Wembley Stadium? He still has to put something there.
He can't move the date.
But look, Crawford, Bob Arum took that already. They got the Crawford and the Amir Khan. He took Amir Khan away from the Kell Brook fight. So that fucked him right. That's why I'm saying Dillian Whyte is the most important piece on the table right now, man. And it's personal between him and Anthony Joshua. That's why Eddie Hearn put it on Joshua. He said, hey, man, Anthony Joshua offered him that. He said that's what he think he worked. So Dillian Whyte gonna play hardball with it, man. In the end, though, I think he fuck around and do take it, but I won't be shocked if he go to PBC with it.
Okay,
Let
me hear Kurt. Let me hear Kurt real quick.
Hey, man. I think Dillian Whyte has the inside track, man. It's a big UK fight. It makes the most sense. You know, Big Baby Miller's going to be there. I'll be kind of surprised if it's Miller, even though Hearn does want to tackle the U.S. market. But I think it's Dillian Whyte. They want to get him out the way, but that's a dangerous fight because Whyte has improved, especially if he taps Joshua with that left hook. But I always knew it was going to be Dillian Whyte. You know, Dillian Whyte is holding out for more money. You know, he's sandbagging. If you understand the rules and the business of boxing, you know, you've seen this a million times. You know, you hold out to maximize how much money you want, you know, from the promoter in the fight itself. So I think it's going to be Dillian Whyte next for Anthony Joshua.
Hey, well, check this out, man. And to piggyback on something that Kurt said, he said Dillian Whyte is still holding out. If that's the case, man, this weekend ain't but 2 days away. So if he's still holding out, how is he announcing a fight this weekend?
Because he's forcing Hearn's hand to give him more money, and they're gonna come up with a number that Dillian Whyte could be satisfied because there's pressure on Hearn to give him more money because that would throw a monkey wrench, you know, in Hearn's plan, you know, and you know, I done seen this a million times, man, and you know, since the fight is so close to being announced, you know, Hearn's like, damn, I gotta come up with a number that's going to satisfy
He'll go to Sky.
Whyte.
Hey, Kurt, what do you think about? He'll probably go to Sky. Kurt, what do you think about that, Kurt?
Who was that?
Go to Sky and ask Sky for more money. Callie, it said he could probably go to Sky and ask Sky for more money to help them out to make sure they secure that event for April 13th.
Yeah, and boxing, it starts with money and it ends with money, and Dillian Whyte is forcing their hand. So what Dillian Whyte is doing is very smart. To be honest with you, I give him props for that. So he's putting the pressure on them to secure the bag. You know, why fight for $4 or $5 million where I can get $7 million?
Right.
That's an extra $2 million in my pocket.
I get that, and I agree with that 100%. You know, this is a power move, a power play on Dillian Whyte's part. You know, kudos to him. But what I'm saying is, right now they're at $5.2 million. Let's say he does want $7 million. Does that automatically ensure that Eddie Hearn's gonna give him that other $2 million that he wants tomorrow, so they can make that offer they can make that announcement by this weekend?
He's gonna have to.
Because like I said, the weekend,
but he's gonna have to. It's like
I said, ain't but 2 days away.
If he backs off, then to me, Dillian Whyte won because you know what Hearn's gonna do. He's gonna go after Anthony, not Anthony, Big Baby Miller. Remember something? He secured that stadium. If he doesn't fight on that fight day, he got to pay a $2 million fine.
Yeah,
right.
Major penalty. One of the ones, you still there? Hey, all right, fella, you cook on it. I ain't heard what you had to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Big Baby Miller might be he's the option B. I'm in agreement with everybody on the panel with everybody. You know what I mean? With regards to making a good move by playing Hearn's hand right now. You know what I mean? Coming over here, meeting with the PBC. Like I said, he's blowing smoke. It's all posturing. You know what I mean? I still believe that he's going to go back to the plantation, but he's getting the most out of it. You know what I mean? But if he does go to the PBC side, there could be some big fights for him. He doesn't necessarily even have to fight Wilder. I mean, he could do the Dominic Brazil thing and even before the Wilder fight, even perhaps get a Joe Joyce fight in. That would be a big fight in the UK even a UK pay-per-view. You know what I mean, for Dillian Whyte. So, you know what I mean, there's a lot of options with Dillian Whyte on the table. Like last year, this time, I don't think we would ever think Dillian Whyte would be in this type of position, but he's turned himself into a real important heavyweight in the division. You know, dig. So all promoters are talking about him. PBC, even Bob Arum wants a piece of Dillian Whyte. He's made gestures or statements regarding trying to get or pick up Dillian Whyte. So yeah, be interested to see if Eddie Hearn comes up out of his pockets and gives him that $7 million. You know what I mean? Levels up Dillian Whyte's pockets. You know what I mean? But yeah, I tend to believe that Dillian Whyte's just posturing and he'll go back to the plantation. But my hopes are that he'll go with the PBC and come out of that sunken place.
Man, I made a video about it earlier, so if y'all haven't heard what I think about it, go refer to that video and watch that video, because that's what I dropped right before this live about noon today. But man, it's 7 o'clock, 78 for the come on. I'm gonna get some quick last words from everybody, man, and we're gonna get up out of here and let 78 do his live stream, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Hey, all right, fella, let me get some last words.
Once again, I always appreciate y'all. I mean, chopping it up with the brothers, the LDBC brothers. It's always, you know what I mean? It's always enjoyable. You know what I mean? Gaining that knowledge and everybody's different opinions and whatnot. So, you know what I mean? I thank you. Stay ready. Once again, keep on, you know what I mean, supporting my channel. I'm a new channel popping up. The R fella, my last video was on like some of my favorite boxing venues. It's right now I'm at part 2, and I did a little piece on the Blue Horizon in Philadelphia. So I'm hoping y'all can go check that out.
All right.
And once again, it's your favorite, get your most hated R fella, and I'll be back for another one. Peace.
Already. Hey, one of the ones. Let me get some last words, my brother.
Yeah, the whole panel, man, as well. That boxing each and every time. 503, my man, at EFTB, Anderson Legendary, Top Cat in the building, Rough House, Cali, Oddfella, Fuller Ducked Out. Stay ready, man. Listen, subscribe to all these channels, man. You know what I mean? We're doing good work putting out them videos. I mean, Rikers at the moment. You know what I mean? So I'm going to try and push out some more videos a bit more often for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I just want to say, man, subscribe to all these channels, man. If you haven't subscribed already, you know, Oddfellow Ack, 503, each and every one of us, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm not going to hold up the mic for too long. I'm going to pass the mic and, yeah, peace.
Already, man. Salute. BFTV, let me get some last words, my brother.
Yeah. Get out these last words before I get back to the graveyard. Listen, man, salute to everybody on this chat, man. All my brothers on this panel, man. The fact that we can agree to disagree just proves right there that we don't all think alike. So for all these fucking weird-ass fanboy dick-riding LTNK members talking about, oh, the LDBC thinks this and thinks that, well, they need to come over here to Mac shit and listen to the brothers talk about what we really think about shit. Because we don't all agree. We don't all agree on everything. We can agree to disagree. And because we are family, we can keep it pushing. But unlike these bitch niggas that stand in the comments talking stupid ass shit like the homos that they are, you know what I'm saying, looking for fucking handouts and back rubs, fuck out of here. Listen, man, salute to everybody on this panel. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Sub to everybody on here. Sub to my brother 503, Cali, my brother Ack, my brother, you know what I'm saying, Mac, Stay Ready, the I fella, my guy, all of everybody. One of them ones. Listen, man, get it in. Find you a LDBC favorite and sub to him. BFTB, I'm headed back to the graveyard. I'm out.
Already. Appreciate that, BFTB. Hey, Rough House, let me get some last words, my brother.
Already, man. Y'all know it's always a good time rocking out with the big homie. Mac over here with Stay Ready Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my other homie 503 Line, you know what I'm saying, the Houston Hard Hitters. You know what I'm saying? Hey, salute to everybody that's on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Legendary Top Cats, one of the ones. Cali Enigma, the Odd Fella, BFTB, you know, Act Reacher. I can't remember if Fula was on here or not, but he one of the usual suspects, man. Everybody that rock out with us over here, man, y'all subscribe, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to Stay Ready Boxing TV and 503 Line, you're slipping on your pimping. Real talk. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so y'all can get that good content when they drop, man. Hey, I just want to say I hope Dillian Whyte goes to the PBC UK, and there'll be another straw in Al Heyman's cap, and Eddie Hearn gonna be over there with his shoestrings untied and his pockets pulled out. You know what I'm saying? Looking like a hobo. But that's what it is, man. Y'all already know what it is. I am that boy Box. This is Rough House Boxing TV. Y'all make sure y'all stop by the house. Just remember to wipe your feet, close the door behind you. I'm out.
Already. Cali, the Enigma. Man, let me get some last words, my Cali brother, Oakland brother, town business brother.
You know for sure, family, man. First, let me say, 503, that's my homie right there, man. We used to grind together, man. So, you know, he knows we used to be on a live stream, you know, a while ago, man, and doing our thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So, salute to 503, man. Me and him, we've been rocking. 503 rocking with me, man, since I had maybe like a 100-something subs or something like that, man. So yeah, 503, man, he cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, salute to my brother, man. You know, for real, man. Stay ready, probably my cousin. On top of this, man, Kurt Sugar, you know how I feel about you, man. Our fella, everybody on there, Rough House Boxing, man. You know what I mean? BFTB. I got something to say, one of them ones. Salute to you, homie. Act Reacher, man. And legendary Top Cats, man. Salute to you, bro. And I just want to say, if y'all want to take Sonya Duma's back, man. Sonya Duma used to be one of them subscribers, but he's definitely crazy. Can't spell. I can barely interpret what the hell he's saying. Complains when there's no reason to complain about something. He's looking to be a victim all the time. So I unblocked all these subs. I think I got to block this dude back. If one of you, I'd be happy to give them to you. Be happy to let you have them. I mean, he's subscribed back to me. One of my, I'll let you have him, brother.
Who was the sub?
Sonya Dumas.
I don't see him. Are they in my?
He was on. He's been posting in my video that about 24-minute video that I posted today because Hangouts was acting stupid this morning. He's back because I had unblocked him. You know, I had blocked him because he used to come in and say crazy stuff, and I just let him go. And I thought, I don't feel like dealing with this crap, so I'm gonna let him go. But then he just kept going. I'm like, all right, dude, you're ignorant. I don't understand what the hell you're saying. Your language that's not English. English was destroyed every time you post. It gets destroyed. It gets ruined every single time he posts something. I was like, okay, I don't know. I don't think that's British English because that's the original. I don't think that's Canadian English. I don't think that's Australian. What is that? I don't know what kind of English that is. So
it might be international English or something. It might be English might be his second language or something. And he hasn't.
Born in America.
Hey, send him to BFTB. He'll take him.
BFT. I think BFTB ruined him already before. He's one of my subs. He was one of my subs, and he's back now. I'm like, oh man, I got to block you again. And like he keeps posting, and I'm not responding to him because I don't feel I'm trying to go with the new thing to ignore him. But he's just spamming my channel. I think I should just block him.
Yeah,
he's just ignorant. Man. I only got 3
not for a whole lot. But what was the guy's name again? What's his name again?
Sonya Dumas. He goes on there. That's his wife's account, but he's an idiot.
Okay.
Yeah, I tell you, just wait. Try to read his post, man. You tell me if you can make it out, because I have a tough time every time.
No, I'm good. I'm good on it. Hey, legendary. Let me get some last words, my brother. You know, legendary. You on mute?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Hold on, my bad. Yeah. Oh man, appreciate you, Big Mac, man. Shooting the link out, man. Love coming on here, building with y'all kings, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. today was a good build. My bad, I came in late on it. I was running the play, but hey, man, you can choose lose, stay confused. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, man.
I already know. Hey, I understand. Y'all don't understand. It's just the Texas lingo, man. Hey.
Yeah, I understand.
Hey, give Marlo my email too, by the way.
All right. I got you for sure. Hey, man, you can choose lose or you can stay confused. You want some cool boxing news? Click that subscribe button. Like, comment, and share. It's the King Legendary Typecast. One. Appreciate you, Mac.
Already, anytime, man. My brother, OG, Kurt Sugar. Man, let me get some last words, man. I always love chopping it up with Kurt, man.
Oh man, that's what it is, man. Man, the fire, the chat, the panel was fire, man. You know, we always, anytime we can come together and fellowship and a brotherhood and talk about this beautiful sport called boxing, man, is always a treat, man. You know, I'm gonna keep it short, man. I just thank you for inviting me, man. Like I always say, same bat time, same bat channel, man.
Already. My brother, my little brother, my shooter, Act Reacher. Let me get some last word. I want to let y'all know, for now on until my brother get his channel back, I'm going to have him with me every time I go live. So no matter what, and 503, if you don't mind, I know when we do the Houston Hard Hitters, I want to bring Act on at least one of them so he can start learning too. But just because he don't have no platform to go on to go live to. But if you agree, I would love to bring Ack on, you know, with us for right now, on the journey right now.
Oh yeah, man, that's my Cubano brother, man. Shit. We gonna put him in the goddamn meat ship and he gonna ride with us.
Already.
You heard?
Yeah, I'm telling you, if I give him the gun, I know he gonna pull the trigger, so I'm good.
Hey, you know what? You need to go to find Big Mike, man. I've been listening to Big Mike for like the past few couple days, man. I said, something serious. I said, man, I'm listening to a lot of classic 90s stuff. Find Big Mike, interview him, brother.
I'll see what I can do, man. I think he's still signed to rap a lot, actually. You know, it's hard getting out them contracts.
Man, he know he put out a legendary album, bro.
What you know about Big Mike, boy?
Yeah. Hey, Cali is a
music. I'm 41 years old, brother. That's what I know about Big Mike.
Yeah, okay.
If it's hip hop, brother, if I'm around that time, just like Kurt knows, because I was bringing up stuff. Kurt like, whoa, what do you know about the World Supreme Team? I'm telling you, bro. That's something I go back.
Hey, so you a hip hop head, Cali? You a hip hop head?
Hey, 503, I know about Big Mike as well, bro.
I'm just a player.
Man, I don't know about no Big Mike. I don't know about no Big Mike, man. What they talking about?
Hey, this Friday we're gonna do one of them. Yeah, this Friday we're gonna do one of those lives. It might be Friday night. It depends. We'll see. If everybody free, we can do one of them hip hop live videos, or we can do it Sunday.
Oh, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work on trying to get hieroglyphics, Delta Funk and Homo Sapien, Casual, Pep. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to work on trying to get them dudes to get on my channel, man. They travel a lot, bro. Hyro, y'all, if you know anything about hip hop, especially Oakland. You know about hieroglyphics. You know about Delta fucking Homo Sapien came out with Mr. Bob Dabalina, man, back in the 90s. So, and it's Ice Cube cousin. I know Kurt know who he is.
Yes, sir. Yep. Very underrated artist, man. The Bay Area, man. Hey, Cali,
casual too.
Yes, sir.
And one second, fellas, we gotta chop it up, man. Probably later this week or whatever, man. I want to talk about the Zodiac Killer because you was in the Bay Area and that's what he was operating. And I was always infatuated by him, man.
They say he was killing people out of Vallejo, bro. They say he was killing people out of Vallejo.
Before that movie ever came out, I watched the documentary on him as a kid, dog. That was a crazy. Yeah, I would love to get into a topic about that. I'd like.
Because there's people that think that. Remember Ted Kaczynski? There's still a lot of people in the FBI that think that was him. A lot of people think that was him, Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. A lot of people think that it was the same guy, but they said they still trying to figure it out. But a lot of people said a lot of characteristics of his were similar, which is why they think that may be him. So we'll see. I'm saying I'm still waiting if they still find it out, but they're still they're still researching and digging. But they think they think it's him.
They still ain't arresting nobody.
No, they think that the guy Ted Kaczynski, remember the Unabomber?
Yeah.
They think he was a Zodiac killer.
But they just got a letter not too long ago.
How about the Golden State Killer? That was crazy.
That could be a. Like they think that could be a cut. They think it could be a copycat, but they do think that Ted Kaczynski could have been him. They said a lot of characteristics were the same. He taught at UC Berkeley. He's from the area. They said they just started putting a lot of characteristics. They think that may be him, man. So I'm telling you, just telling you that, and I was like, whoa, that would be something else. That he changes up his style of attack after all these years. But they said they believe that the Zodiac Killer was highly intelligent, just like the Unabomber was. So we'll see.
Hey, y'all know it's a guy came out and wrote a book about he know who the Zodiac Killer was.
Wow. That's crazy.
Hey,
the robot
but
legendary.
you know what? It get deeper than that though, Mr. Kurt. Right? The book wasn't even about the Zodiac Killer. The book was about it's called The Bush Connection. It's talking about George Bush and Adolf Hitler. It's about George Bush and Adolf Hitler. But they were German spies that came over to America. You know, it's a cold book, man. It's a cold book. But the Zodiac Killer was their cousin. It had pictures in there from they were like 12 years old at a Christmas party, Christmas morning. It had the Zodiac Killer there, the Bush. The book is called The Bush Connection, man. Look it up. Cold
Man,
book.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Well, you know what? Yeah, just so I don't get popped, we'll talk about this another day. Hey, Ash, go on, give me your last words.
And I don't blame you. I don't blame you for that.
It's cold up in this cell, man.
Hey, man.
It's cold up in this cell, man.
Spence is watching.
Them conspiracies, I'd rather talk about them outside of the live, or I'd make another channel specifically for it.
Facts. I wish I would have thought it.
It's cold up in this cell, man. You know what I mean?
For real.
Hey, we in the U.S. We got a Second Amendment. We in the
U.S.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they still pop 78 on their Second Amendment too.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying. But yeah, come on, let me get some.
I ain't trying to bring my boy Stay Ready up in here, man.
I just want to say shout out to the whole panel, the whole LDBC. And man, I don't want to be too long, but you know what I mean, it was a good topic, good discussion today.
Always, man. And we gonna talk behind the scenes too, because I want to talk to you about something. And 503, let me get some last words. My brother, close us out.
Oh yeah, man. Salute to the whole LGBC and the Smoke City Markcast. You know what I'm saying? Fire debate today. You know what I'm saying? I had to stir the pot up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the young lion do. I hit y'all boys with that good old switcheroo. You know what I'm saying? And it got lit. And yeah, man. Salute to BFTB. You know what I'm saying? My boy Cali. You know what I'm saying? Rough House, one of them ones. Also, Act. Everybody, man. My boy Legendary Tarantino. You know what I'm saying? My brother Mac at Stay Ready, man. We gonna hold you down, Act. We gonna keep some commissary on your books, you heard? It's gonna be a long 3 months, brother.
Good looking.
Yeah.
Start another channel too, man. You should always have backup channels. That was one of the first things that I was taught when I came on. They said, man, always have multiple backup channels so you can live stream from that. And you still a small enough channel now where you can still do that.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah,
I've actually.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I actually just literally set one up, and then I thought, man, it's pointless, man, trying to get people over there. But yeah, I've got a backup channel as well, man. One of them ones live, man. If you want to hit that up, I'm gonna start. Sundays I might start it up again. Live streams and all of that. But bring my boy Ak in there as well. But yeah.
I got so many backup channels. I mean, I got 2 backup channels. I gotta get access to one of them, dog.
Hey,
Cause
hey,
it's
yo, Mac.
already. Yeah.
Hey, check this out real quick, man. I want to do this for the whole panel. Movie recommendation. If y'all haven't seen the movie Bad Times at the El Royale, check that joint out. That movie is fire.
All right. Let me write that down, my brother.
Watch that movie, The Nun, and that drink was scary, man. That movie was scary, bro.
Yeah, Bad Times
You guys know what?
Bad Times at the El Royale.
You know, Act told me his favorite movie was though. What his really favorite movie is. He said The Notebook. He said he watches it every single day, man.
You know what's funny? I actually hate that movie because of my sister. I actually really hate that movie. That and the Titanic.
Hey, watch your mouth about that Titanic. That's the greatest comedy alive.
It is comedy
alive. Hey, let me tell you something.
What's yours, Kelly? Kelly, what's your favorite movie? Kelly,
before you answer that, let me tell y'all something. When the Titanic came out on VHS, DVD, whatever, you know, I was in high school, and I remember we didn't have nothing to do that day, so my teacher brought that movie in to watch. Now we on block schedule. We got 2-hour classes, so the whole movie didn't go the first day. So the second day was when the ship was going down. Y'all remember that part when he got on the when they went over the rails and they was waiting on the ship to jump down, but old dude jumped off and hit that propeller.
Yeah.
Do you know I must have died laughing in class, and everybody turned and looked at me like what I'm laughing at, and I told them, and they're like, "No, that didn't happen." I tell the teacher, I said, "Man, rewind that." I said, I'm telling you, that dude just hit that propeller and started flipping. So they rewinded it and showed that part, and the whole class started laughing, and my teacher couldn't get control of the class, and she just started saying, "You're a sick individual. You're just a little sick individual." I said, "No, that's some funny ass shit." And I got kicked out the classroom. But yeah, ever since then, every time I see that movie on TV or anything, I literally keep clicking back and forth just so I can see that part. And then you find out later
that part. So when they be falling out, when the music band, when they're playing the music, when they're singing, that is hilarious, man. I'm crying, laughing so hard. But I'm gonna tell you something else too.
They wouldn't let black people on the Titanic, so that was good for them.
They said they only allowed them down there to work in the like the bottom of the ship where they had to. What is that part called again? Where they're at the bottom of the ship?
Third class.
That's where they were allowed to be, where the pipes is. Yeah, they were allowed to be down there. So yeah, that's the second part. So there were black people that died on the Titanic, but it was funny to watch all those racist, rich, unmelanated people die. I'm sorry, man. That's gonna sound racist, but it was hilarious, man. Because I already know how those people thought about us. So at that time. If anybody thinks those people like black people back then you're full of crap. They didn't. Even in places like up in the north. Up in the north, they didn't like black people either. On the West Coast, they didn't like black people either. Even I'm gonna tell you this right now. Even during the time where after Reconstruction, when the North went to South, went to war with the South, the white folks in the South didn't care about us. They did this about money. I mean, of course. It was about money. Slaves made a lot of money for the races down in the South. But for the North had a financial incentive with this thing too. But they didn't care about us.
Nope.
The fans is
listening. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, I'm not worried about that. But I'm keeping it clean because I'm worried about YouTube trying to cancel my boy channel. We not gonna let that happen.
All right. All right, so let me go and end it because it's 7:23 and I know 78 been on. So and there's people in the chat. I ain't looked at the chat in so long. Hey man, I appreciate everybody for coming through, and I appreciate everybody rocking with your boy. Everybody that came through in the panel, the usual suspects, they always in the building with your boy. I see everybody in the chat. I ain't read nothing in a while because we've been sitting over here talking like I ain't still live. But man, I appreciate everybody coming through. I appreciate all my subs. Shout out to the whole LDBC Lions Den boxing community. Shout out to New Media and Black Media Row, because they always out here working and grinding. We always out here working and grinding. And it's been a lot of news coming out. There's going to continue to be some news coming out. And we got some great fights this weekend. I guess starting tomorrow, we're going to start breaking them down. So we're going to get to it. And, man, I just appreciate everybody and everything. Y'all smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon so you can stay updated to my new content and videos. And y'all already know what it is. Your boy Mac with Stay Ready Boxing TV. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. One.
Peace. Free Keith Thurman ponytail.